Alright, laddies and gentle laddies. Today we are going to be doing Starskipper... Wait, no, sorry. I got my voice from the ads.
Starskippergames.com.
Starskippergames.com. We're going to be doing Oasis Expeditions Part 3. So thank you for joining us once again. Just a quick recap. We have Alejandro, who is playing the delightful Trek Rigby. We have Seth, who is playing a walking hobo bindle.
A walking what?
A walking hobo bindle. Because you were in that last session.
Yep, big time.
No, Seth is playing as Ash Bark, a cool guy with a cool name who really doesn't want to be awake. And then we have Isabel, who is playing Viola Shard, who so far has been the most reasonable person on the entire team.
Look, I've been waiting to go adventuring for a while now, and they're keeping me back here.
That's realistic. I honor that, and I respect that. So, last we played, we were just leaving the town of East Basin in the west of the basin. You were heading along a bend in the Selman River, which goes deeper. You'll basically get to a point where you can go into the Mothfang Forest. Let's just pick it up right where we left off. So, you are walking out of the town of East Basin. The Selman River is, it's not super big. There is, some decent rushing water, but you kind of walk alongside it. It gives kind of a nice, cool mist, which helps alleviate some of the midday heat. It does make the air a lot more humid, which can be a little frustrating. But the overall temperature near the river is a lot cooler than the air elsewhere. So let's pick up from there.
Okay. All right. I'm taking up the rear of the group, and I have my rifle. Got the old Moses, kind of at rest, pointed down, no finger on the trigger, just kind of looking around.
Do you want to roll for investigation?
Yeah, I can roll for investigation.
You can also roll for perception if you want to
I can do perception instead. That'd be good.
If that's higher.
Hey, 19.
Sweet. Okay. So, as you were looking around, so there's really not much in this area. East Basin is kind of in the middle of nowhere. You can see the cliffs and the hills that lead up into the Mothfang Forest up ahead. Obviously, the Selman River to your left. Well, I can't even keep my rights and left apart. But to your left. In your immediate vicinity, there's very gentle rolling hills, very quiet overall environment. You can see decently far off to your right, there appears to be just like a couple cows. They're just chilling, munching on some grass, having a fun time. Beyond that, not much is happening.
By the way, the box is like 30 meters that way, and I'm carrying all my stuff in the bag now. Thought I'd mention that just in case.
Okay. Did you leave it just on the side of the road?
The box, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not going to allow the box to be left on the side of the road. I'm going to take it and kind of attach it to my back, one of my back plates, so it's just kind of hanging off kind of loosely as I'm walking.
Probably good.
I put all my stuff back in the box.
Then you're carrying the box.
I take all my stuff out of the box and leave it on the side of the road.
Then I'm taking the box and I'm putting it on my back.
I just watch this exchange every 5 minutes as it occurs.
This is the most brutal game of rock, paper, scissors. Box, back, bag,
ground.
I'm gonna try to do it without him looking.
Okay.
You're gonna stealthily
Yes.
pick up the
Roll
okay.
for perception.
Roll for stealth and you roll for perception.
I'm keeping tally marks every time this happens.
13?
In my journal here.
I got 13.
Oh, that's a big rip, my guy. I got a fat old 17.
Do you guys need another dice over there?
We have dice.
Fair enough.
She has a lot of dice. Can you just put a couple d20s on that table?
There's like a billion d20s over here. Well, just a billion dice general. And then I have a lot of dice over here, and you guys have one.
I forgot to bring my dice.
That's okay.
I know this
You
is like...
live here.
We've already started recording. I can't just leave.
It would be a continuity mistake. 1 minute there's dice, the next there's not.
Anyway.
Or the next there's more. Alright. Awesome.
You should cut in between Isabel taking the test.
So I'm gonna grab the box.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab the box and hold it above my head so he can't get it.
I'm 1.5 meters tall. How tall are you?
Like 2.5? Like how tall is the average person in meters?
It should be
Under
your
2.
height.
For recurrence?
For recurrence.
Recurrence are,
They're like 2 meters
I think,
tall,
on
right?
average, they're about 2 meters tall.
Yeah, so I'm taller than you. Haha, loser. Just hold it up.
I look at it. Just keep on walking with my hands in my pockets and my eyes down.
Did you leave your stuff behind?
No, I still had my stuff.
Okay, cool.
He's
So
the
you're
dejected
1.5
emo kid.
meters tall?
Yeah.
I'm taller than you.
Okay.
Yeah, Morelligan aren't super tall. They're small.
I'm like 5 flat.
I just kind of look over and go, we don't waste nothing. Plastic things like this shouldn't be out in the wilderness. Ain't gonna do good for the local wildlife. That.
Was that a cow? I just keep on walking with my hands in my pockets and my eyes down.
Man, alright, now we're getting going. This is exciting.
I am also excited.
It's like, I wonder what this is. That I've never seen anything like what we saw in the pictures, anyways.
Yeah. Said it had some pretty bad vibes, so I'm interested in looking at this thing.
As you walk, so you've been walking for a little bit. By this point, you've been walking for probably about an hour.
I'm trying to. Shut up.
Is he trying to sleepwalk?
As you're walking, you can see the cliffs. You can see the
Screw
cliffs
that.
and the hills
I can't.
of the Malfang Forest getting
Can't keep a
closer.
straight face.
Well, technically you're getting closer to them, but they're closer to you now. As you walk, you can see a couple lone trees that are starting to dot the landscape leading up to the hills. You rolled for perception earlier, so I'll give it to you.
Okay.
You notice what appears to be a figure who is sitting underneath one of the trees closest to you.
Is he holding a die?
No.
No callbacks.
Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, that's my bad.
We'll have to cut that out.
We had a previous campaign where he had a cursed dice, and
I abused it.
yeah, he's wanted another one ever since.
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, you see an individual who is sitting underneath a tree. You can't tell much about them. You can just see that they are, vaguely humanoid, a little bit smaller, and there's a little now out campfire, but there's still a little smoke coming from it. So it looks like it was recently put out. They're not turned away from you, but they're like they're not turned towards you or away from you. They're kind of just like in the middle. So you get a profile. That's pretty far off. Probably about like 30 meters. So. Yeah.
I'm going to lift up my rifle, just kind of hold it and look through the scope and see if there's anything. Is he holding? If there's anything suspicious that he's holding, maybe a firearm.
The individual is, first of all, with the scope, you're able to see that the figure is a wanderer. So pretty short, small, looks almost like a child, except for the fact that their face is obviously a little more,
Bearded.
evolved. Yeah. No, not bearded.
Adult.
Yeah, a little more adult looking. She's female. Based on how old she looks, you'd say she's probably 40s, which for the Wanderers, that's pretty on par with like the Terraportan age, the human age 40.
Okay.
So she's kind of middle-aged, low middle-aged. You see that she has like a big traveler's cloak. It looks thick and warm, so she's probably spending a lot of time outside. If you had to guess, you'd say she probably slept out here. And you can see that she appears to be holding a little chunk of wood and a carving knife and is kind of whittling it down.
Well, she has a knife, but she's using it to. She has a knife, but she's using it to whittle. I don't think
Let's be
this.
friendly. Let's go approach and say hi.
No, I think so.
Did you notice her?
Like he
Oh,
just mentioned her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically, if I'm just gonna relay all the information he's saying to you guys.
There.
We got a wanderer up ahead, female, looks like a traveler, pretty friendly. She does have a carving knife, but she's using it to whittle. I think we're gonna be fine. I take the rifle and I sling it back over my shoulder.
We can ask her if she knows the woods here well.
That sounds like a great idea. Maybe she's seen this pyramid thing. Sounds excellent.
She's like sitting up against a tree or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ash? You think it's a good
Leading
idea?
up to the Mothfang forest,
I
there's
just
a couple
shrug.
speckled trees.
You're mad at me.
Yeah, I'm mad at you.
Well, I'm going to kind of, I guess, lead our group over and approach.
Okay.
Hello, traveler.
She looks up at you.
I sit on the other side of the tree and pull my hat down over my eyes.
He's pouting! Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, hello.
Arms folded.
What brings you all the way out here? This is a bit off the beaten road.
Oh, we're out with the Cartographers Guild.
Oh, the Cartographers Guild. Oh, that's a name I haven't heard. Well, barely at all.
It's really newly established, but we're kind of venturing out into the unexplored regions of Oasis.
Oh, that's definitely worthwhile. There's a lot of interesting things out here in the wild, I would say. There's not much that can still be discovered in the Great Basin.
No,
So-
I would know. My family, we've explored almost every inch of it.
That is fair. So you must have a lot of history with cartography then.
A bit.
Well, that's exciting. I myself, I do a little bit of freelance exploration now and again, but most of what I do is just living here in the wilderness. It's nice to get away from the tech and the machinery and the overcomplicated nature of it all. So.
Looks at the recurrence.
much-
I
better.
wouldn't know that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to
Oh
offend.
no, you don't gotta worry about nothing, ma'am.
You tend to not carry much on you anyways, though, so you don't seem too overcomplicated besides the things you have hidden.
Yeah,
No.
so are you, just for my own reference, first of all, as a recurrence, are you wearing clothing? Or is it just pure metal?
The poncho that's like a toga.
I'm
Oh,
just
that's
gonna
right.
I'm just going to read my inventory. Hat, poncho. I'd carry the Moses rifle, and I have a quick draw attached to my wrist.
How do you have two guns?
Recurrence, baby.
Recurrence they get a weapon built in.
Specific thing is built for battle. You have one weapon or tool built into your body. You may select any one weapon or tool that you possess and have I have to possess it first and have proficiency with it. Yeah.
Oops.
Minor details.
Will you still give it to me, or
We'll give it to you.
okay?
I mean,
We'll-
yeah,
we'll
because
do
we
some
got our
balancing
we got
later,
our traveling gear,
but-
so
I also have no money, 0, and I
That's true.
only have hat and poncho. Oh, also a pen finger for signing things.
Beautiful.
Because if I have to keep track of a pen in the game, it's not gonna happen.
So she kind of looks at you and goes, "I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to offend. I'm so used to living on, the Wanderer starships after all the large trade vessels, and it's nice to be planet-side, especially in a place with a lot more nature.
How long have you been in this area?
Oh, a few years now. Yes, I was inspired actually. And she kind of like pulls down her cloak a little bit. She kind of shows you her neck, and you can see that there's a tattoo of like swirling vines, and you can tell that there's kind of a seed bud that is situated. The tattoo of a seed bud situated on her neck, kind of surrounded by vines, and then the rest of the vines go down under her cloak. And you can tell that you don't know how far it goes, but it would continue likely onto her back. As she shows you this, she says, My clan is the Maul clan. We're followers and disciples of the wilderness and nature, and often we do have a large variety of atmospheric and biosphere rooms on our ships that we use to cultivate plant life, but this is closer to the heart. I've actually been working my way around the basin, and I was going to spend some time over at the Orinanan Sanctuary. Have you heard much word of the individuals there? They say they're also plant worshippers, but different.
I know a little bit, though my family and group, we tended to try to stay a little bit more clear from there.
Yes. Well, the surrounding area isn't very hospitable at all. It would be difficult to get there on foot. But they've said that at the top of Raven's Bluff, inside the volcano crater, or what was the volcano crater, there's paradise. And in the center, they've built essentially a temple. But to what extent that goes, I haven't seen for myself yet. I hope to see it soon, though it will take a long time to trek across the basin. And more so the desert. I've heard that can be treacherous as well.
Yes, I've trekked across it a few times. You want to be very well prepared and well defended against any creatures that may come upon you.
Perhaps I'll make a stop off in town before I do so.
Otherwise, have you seen any... So the strange artifacts, we're looking for a specific one. We've received photographs, and that's why we're out here. It's a pyramid of obsidian and gold, was it?
Pyramid?
I pull up the paper. There you go. Yeah, obsidian and gold. It says any form of digital recording near it fizzes.
Sorry, I just realized that.
I hear the snoring from behind the tree, and I walk around, and I pull out the smelling salts from the guy, and I don't, gently put it, I just, right up into his face.
Like I have a bloody nose or something?
Yeah, like you have a bloody nose or something. Just,
Oh,
Okay, roll for willpower.
This
no
should
dice.
be incredibly high because he can do nothing but smell the salts.
What'd you get?
I got a 15.
You were jolted awake once again.
Why?
Pull it back. I pull it back and I put it in the box.
The wanderer woman looks very confused and a little concerned.
Oh, don't you worry. He just kind of sleeps occasionally.
Does he have,
Ash, we gotta.
does he have narcolepsy?
Probably, honestly. But we gotta pay attention. We gotta pay attention, okay?
Here, get up on your feet. It'll help you stay awake.
Yeah, that'll help. That'll help.
I don't want to be awake.
You're gonna have to be awake.
You're not living if you're not awake.
Sorry, we
I would
gotta.
argue the exact opposite.
We gotta deal with a wet blanket over here.
Well, you'll learn.
I grab him by the arm and I just kind of pull him to his feet. I kind of when I look over to Violet, I go, "You want to help me?"
Sure. I grab his other arm, pull him up.
Yeah, we lift him up. He's standing up now. Ash, you gotta listen. She's telling us, this nice lady's telling us important information.
But
gotta
you
pay
guys
attention.
will remember it.
He kind of waves.
Why don't you say hi, introduce yourself.
You have to watch yourself out here, especially, too, because what if you get separated from us somehow? You could get hurt.
Yeah, what if we leave you out in the forest?
We wouldn't actively try, though.
No food, no water, no comfy bed.
I'd just go to sleep.
Though,
Would you ever wake up?
if you focus on,
Doesn't sound like a problem to me.
if you focus
You're
on
depressed.
learning to
Yeah.
grow with nature, you can find food here as well. For instance, and she takes her knife and she kind of goes over to the side of the tree and she pries off a little section of bark and she takes the bark and then eats it.
You just ate that bark.
You're a good source of fiber.
That was my family.
Your last name's Bark.
I nailed that. You just ate my family.
What?
Oh yes, his name's Ash Bark.
Oh.
Ash bark.
So,
Weakest link.
she seems a little concerned and confused, but
I start patting around my sides. I'm like, you ate my family.
Wait, did you pull a gun on her?
Yeah.
I'm immediately going to grab and pull it up like this.
As soon as you pull the gun, well, I can't.
What the hell is wrong with you?
She ate my family.
It's not your family. You're a Marilligan.
But bark.
That's also a sound that animals make.
Hey, make a power saving throw.
Oh, is this a Weaver?
Make a power saving throw to hold on to the gun.
From him?
You.
No, from you. All right.
No. Am I holding it from him or the Wanderer? Or can I not tell?
So
Just make the shit.
Yeah.
Just
as
make
soon-
the saving throw.
15.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as you pull the gun out, she flaps her cloak and an arm comes up and deflects and the gun flips out of your hand and she catches it by the barrel.
I kind of lean forward and I go,
You killed my family!
You have another gun!
I'm going to
straight up
grapple.
have another gun.
I'm going to grapple him right now.
Okay, roll for grappling.
Okay.
Power saving?
Violet, as I'm
Do you
doing
need
that.
help?
Grappling.
Yes.
Okay, I'm also gonna roll a grapple. Restrain him.
Oh, that's a rip. That's
Yeah, that's a rip. Heavy
Oh
rip.
yeah, so that's a 19 for
He's-
me.
Yeah,
So
I got it. Yeah.
You both basically grab his arms, and I'm imagining you basically hold him at his sides and then lift him up. So he's just kind of.
Oh
there.
no! I'm grabbing him and I'm putting his face in the dirt.
Oh, that's a better reaction.
Yeah,
He
we're
wants-
restraining him.
He wants to eat. He'll
This
eat
guy's
dirt today.
insane.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Put him down
What
on the
type
ground.
of parents raised you?
Let me go!
You can't even say anything. I've stuck your face squarely in the dirt. Just. I
Can you breathe?
kind of look up and I go, I'm sorry for this. I
Have you
have
ever
no idea what
experienced
he's
a person
doing.
like this before?
Is he mentally deranged?
I have no idea.
We've known it for what? A couple hours?
I
She,
open up the box and I take the smelling salts and I put them right in his face. I hold it there, and I hold it there.
Are you trying to knock him out?
I don't know.
Roll vitality saving.
Yeah, actually.
8.
You pass out.
Hot dog!
All right, then I'm gonna take the smelling salts away.
Alright, I'm carrying him. I suffocated him. I'm just gonna pick him up and throw him over my shoulder.
You're not snoring. You're passed out.
So the Wanderer woman, she takes the gun, and she kind of looks at it and hands it to you, and goes, "I'm sorry you have to deal with him."
I'm gonna keep the snoring down. At least out of character. I take the gun back, and I, let's see, what type of gun is it?
Quick draw.
Quick draw. Okay, so I pop the revolver out, I drop all the bullets into my hand, and I pop it back. And I just, open up my poncho, and there's, a bunch of stitched pockets, and I just, put them
You
in.
stole his ammo.
So I steal his ammo, and then I take his gun and I put it in another pocket so he can't actually do anything with it, and I'm like,
What about the other gun? Where's that?
on the ground.
Yeah.
Don't leave it.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I pick it up and put it in pocket.
I am so sorry for
Opposite
this
side
encounter.
from him.
I did not mean for this to go this way. I have no idea who this... I'll be really honest with you. I don't know where this guy came from. I was told that I have to take him with me.
All I know is that his rich parents dropped him off and said, hey, we don't want him anymore.
Oh, I see. So he's a city slicker.
I think he's worse than that.
Ah.
Well, I hope that this experience might help him.
I don't think it will. I think we're going to have to put him in harm's way, truth be
I
told.
don't know. He might just need to be put in an asylum.
Most likely. I'm not going to lie.
Well,
Or if anything, we can just leave him out here.
So do you have any information about the
pyramid.
The pyramid, yes.
I have seen something akin to it. I hadn't seen it directly, not that you referred to, but I have noted that there has been an interesting energy field of sorts. It's imperceptible, but if you observe the wildlife and the plant life within the forest, and she points up to the Mothang forest, if you observe the wildlife within the forest, they seem to avoid a specific area. In fact, it seems a lot of the plant life seems to be growing away from it. It will still grow within the vicinity, but instead of growing towards the sunlight like would be normal, they're almost bent. There's something pushing away from it. I imagine whatever you're looking for
Actually, I
would
can't
be
take notes. I'm holding it.
closer
Dang
that
it.
way.
Okay. And remember which direction roughly that is?
Yes, and she points to a little section. So there's lots of cliffs that lead up into the forest itself, but there are some areas where they are more akin to actual hills. And she points kind of to the northwest, and there's this like foothill area with like lots of rocks and stuff that you could climb up. And she kind of points to the top and says, if you climb up that hill there, once you get to the edge, you're going to want to walk directly west. And as I believe you'll walk about 20 minutes more, and you'll see what I believe is the edge of the field. You'll start seeing trees bent to the side and vines that are growing outwards. Then I believe you should be able to follow it directly to the center. That would be my belief.
All right. That's really helpful. Thank you very much.
Happy to oblige. I pray that your journey will go well, and that no harm or ill will or whatever possesses him will befall you.
Yeah, maybe he is possessed.
It's actually not a bad idea. You know a weaver in town we can bring him to?
No.
Incredible. Well, and all of that the same to you. Thank you very much. While we're here, is there anything that we may be able to do for you? Very quickly.
If you happen to have like a small map of the area so I could compare notes, that would be appreciated.
Oh yes, I have a few copies. I pull out a copy of the map.
Thank you. She looks over it, looks over hers. She like takes a little pencil and makes some marks on her own, erases like one section, connects two lines, compares the two. Then she goes to hand the map back to you.
Is there also anything that you've noticed from your own travels that might be wrong about mine?
Not that I've seen, no. Yours is very well done. Mine is, I have no particular training in cartography. This is just observational. It would appear, based, and she shows you her map, and it's not half bad. There are some areas that are bigger than they should be and some areas that are smaller, because I haven't yet figured out how to map the distance properly, but I'm attempting to correct that, obviously, as she gestures to some of the areas where she erased and redrew. So, and she kind of pauses for a moment and goes, if you have more than one copy of those maps, I would actually love to buy one from you.
Oh.
If you have one, of course.
I mean, I have plenty. I don't know if we would need to buy.
Oh, I'd be happy to pay for it.
Don't know. I simply have them. I just make sure to keep copies on me. You never know when you're gonna need it.
I don't carry much, but she pulls out a little sack of tokens, and she reaches in and she pulls out 10 bolts.
Oh, okay.
And she offers them to you.
I hand her a map. And,
Okay.
Are you sure about the
Of course.
bolts? Oh,
Absolutely.
okay. And I'll take the bolts.
Okay. She pockets the map and she kind of bows. Well, thank you very much. I hope the rest of your journey is less eventful. Or more, I suppose. You're trying to find the unknown.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I wish you well in your journey. And she,
Did we ever get your name?
yes, my name is Miria. Miria Roland.
I am Viola Shard.
Viola Shard.
Pleasure to make your
Pleasure
acquaintance.
to meet you as well.
Well, we must be getting on our way then.
Yes. Travel well.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to pick up his stuff and put it in the box.
Big time. Mm-hmm.
Put it.
And I'm just going to carry the box.
Sounds good.
All
The
right,
smelling salts are
I
not in the box.
No.
No, they're not.
Am I in the box?
No.
No, I'm carrying you.
Oh, okay.
You're being carried.
Okay. You continue towards the cliffs, and you get to the edge of what is the Mothfang Forest. And that's where we will end part 3. When we come back for part 4, we will see where they're at. And we will see how many times this one falls asleep and or gets put to sleep.
I'm straight up stealing the smelling salts at the first possible opportunity.
Yep.
Alright, but until then, thank you for watching and have an excellent day.
Thank you.